Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of Europa Universalis. And when we last left off, we made our way over to the New World, uncovered some territory here in North America, and we started colonizing Vestbygden up there in Greenland. Once we get those colonists up and running, we'll get colonial range and be able to settle deeper into North America, start pushing some trade out of this node here. That part belongs to the Chesapeake Bay and the Gulf of St. Lawrence, which, as we can see, the Gulf of St. Lawrence runs into the North Sea. So if we can start getting a lot of trade goods produced here in the Gulf of St. Lawrence and the Chesapeake Bay, we can funnel that over here and collect, ultimately push everything into the North Sea, where we have a bit of a we're leading as far as that's concerned, and we also have majority in the English Channel as well. We were getting ready to declare war on France. France has gotten a few provinces here. I think what I want to do is take the coastline in this next war. We do have claims on them in 1505, so we have to get moving on that and hopefully win a war within 2 years to take that coastline away from France. That will lower their naval capacity for sure and allow us to dominate in the English Channel there. I want to see what we've got here. Once we declare war, France cannot call in anyone, and I don't think we're going to need to call in Aragon. Let Aragon do Aragon. They would get participation, and any money we take from France would go to them. And I believe, taking a look at the ledger, if we go to the military and the armies and we look at our rivals, France, oh, that's right, France is too small to, France is too small. That's right, we're not rivals to France anymore. Let's see what they're packing. 5,100 manpower, 3,000 total troops. That is the entirety of the French army right there. So it would be very easy for us to come in, swing, and knock everybody out. So I believe that is going to be a thing. Without further ado, let's get to it. Let's declare war on France here. And our war goal, something we can take fairly easily. If we look at the fort map mode, make sure we can take something not blocked by a fort, and Anjou has its capital fort here. So if we do something like Reims or Troyes, even the northern coastline, that would be fine. Let's see, Alcyon. I believe we could take Alcyon. It's not protected by a fort. It's easy for us to get on top of. These 20 and 10 can head eastward. The 25 stack can wipe out the 3 stack fairly quickly, and then we could just hop on that. So Alcyon will be our goal. All right, we are at war. Let's go ahead and, without further ado, just go ahead and smashy smash. As far as these guys go, Alexander Moore has 4 siege status, and our leader here, Herbert, has no siege status. So we might want to get our siege leader over here to take that up, and figure why not. While we do that, we'll get rid of all the cannons, all of those, select this unit, and move him down to Anjou as well. We don't have access through Aquitaine, and that's a shame. Let's go around to Continent, down to Bas-Poitou, and then Anjou, just to make sure we don't run into any reeling armies. If we can get a stack wipe here, then we can just bring them straight on. Let's go ahead and start splitting off, and we'll send some infantry up there. We'll take the 15 stack and send them there. And the 19 stack can head on over here. And you know what? We don't need to really do anything as far as cavalry and cannons. Although cannons we can take down to the capital fort. We'll see what the siege status is once we begin. So let's go to speed 3. We should do a smashy smash right here fairly quickly. And there we go, stack wipe. That's what I'm talking about. So we do need some siege status here. Let's get our leader down here to Anjou. Let's split off the siege and come down to Maine, and then we'll split off and actually reinforce down there. We can split off the siege here, and we cannot get to Burgundy. We might have to ask for military access, which they will do. That way we can come down here in a day's time. We'll just cut straight on through. All right, this 10 stack here is our big guys. Let's create a new unit and get those 4 cannons over to support the siege as well. And we basically want to make sure that we have troops over on top of all of this stuff. Let's actually split this army in half and send this 5 stack down here. We'll just sort of spread out as best we can, you know. And that way they can't reinforce any troops. All right, we'll detach a siege there and get them back into friendly territory. We'll detach the siege here and get those guys back to friendly territory as well. All right, so a lot of movement is concerned. I believe France still owns those islands down south. All right, we'll detach sieges here. Get you down to Reims and then up to Revel. Nice. Occupations aplenty. All right, that should stop France from doing the work there. Our commander should now be in charge of this siege. Right there, -7%. And then we will detach the siege. Okay, so all of our cannons are here. We actually need more cannons there, if you please. All right, stay put. Combine them up. All right, so we want to keep our cannons, and we need, I think it was 9. We'll just do that and get those 2,000 troops out of here. We'll send our leader back as soon as he gets there. Make sure he's in charge of that army there. So there is our 4 siege guy. Let's create a new unit, get everyone on the right side, and get him back to sieging. All right, so we are devastating the counties just a little bit. We've taken the northern coast, and we're already almost at 0 siege status. Like, that is really, really good. All right, so do we want... Oh, crap. France has nothing left. That now belongs to Pisa. So in that last war, after we completely wrecked France, Pisa went ahead and took all of that stuff down there. So we should get 100% occupation soon. A military leader left us. Our siege guy. Oh, crap. That's pretty terrible. Let's see, Herbert has no siege status. Ideally, we want a leader with siege status. Let's see. Let's take a look at our tech. We are way ahead of time on tech. I think we can try to roll ourselves another general, hopefully with some siege status here. Boom. Daniel Clarence. All right, sounds good. We'll put Clarence in charge here. And then do the ye olde created army and send another group of 1,000 there and try to improve siege status. Now we should have, yeah, all 4 cannons are working. Our siege leader should be there. And hopefully that will be what we need. We're getting ticking war score from the war goal as well. Yeah, we didn't even need to stop protecting trade or anything like that. All right, we can make Ormond into a core, but I think what we need to do is wait for 105 admin points to develop Paris. That will be our ultimate goal there. Since there is a lot of development there, we can pull in a lot of money, and that's part of a state, so we can drop the autonomy fairly low. So Pisa is at war with Bohemia. Well, good luck, Pisa. Pisa is looking really strong in this campaign. We definitely have some blobs from the Crusader King's load. I mean, Aquitaine is not normally this big. You know what? I think we can cancel Aquitaine military access now, so they don't have to revoke it from us and we don't have to remember. No royal marriages that we can get into a partner with. We can build improvements here. Let's see, so a courthouse isn't really going to help us out that much. A workshop in Armor might be pretty good. A church is and then trade power is fine. The barracks, we can get a little bit of manpower out of London, but quite frankly, we don't really need manpower. Oh, and we did. All right, so we got a stability drop, and our queen absolutely is terrible at military, but she's really good at admin, and we're doing a lot of coring here. So Anne is now ruling. Nope, that's Aquitaine. High Queen Anne the First Ubraine. And the heir is another Anne, which is a 442. Denmark no longer considers France a rival because, well, let's face it, France is pretty much screwed at this point. We're going to get a 100% war deal on this and take as much as we can. Because I think France would be the only one that would be upset about our aggressive expansion. And quite frankly, we don't care what the French think. A royal marriage from Aragon. Sure, we'll accept the royal marriage from Aragon. And we were looking at improvements. Trading in tobacco, foreign spy detection. I mean, that's all well and good. All right, there's the siege of Anjou. The war is over. Let's go ahead and sue for peace here. We'll take everything that we have a claim on. The coastline especially. So that's 35 war score. Anjou is going to be a big one, but that's war score. And then Cameric. Yeah, that's 42% aggressive expansion. France is the only one that cares. Let's try Cameric. France is still the only one that cares. Maine. Ferrara starts to care a little bit. I think we can keep on going, though. How about Alcenon? So that's starting to upset some more people here. We could do it, but we don't want to really get a whole lot of people upset at us. During the monthly tick, if we improve with them, we should be able to get the aggressive expansion down. Let's try Reims. So that is a pretty big coalition. Medina would go away. Swabia would go away. That's kind of rough. Let's not be too overzealous there. We could handle Ferrara, Brabant, and Cologne, especially if we improve relations with them. So then we will just take some gold. Up to 100% there. There we go, 156 gold, 100 war score. We take the coast, we take these 3 counties, we take those counties as well. We'll send that demand. And there we go, so a coalition may form. But what we can do is improve relations with those that the coalition is against. I know our provinces lack cores here. And of course we're going to have a lot of unrest in the counties that we just took. Let's go ahead and get everyone together. Supply limit is 31. So let's get you guys there, and then let's pull this 13 stack over here to Maine. As far as the coastline is concerned, oh, we didn't even lose any people from the Vesbegarden revolt over there in our colonies. We've got some black flagged armies here. See, yeah, Paris has the biggest supply limit, so we'll just go ahead and come on back from what little of France there is. Not too much of France left for sure. France is now rivals with Luxembourg. All right, Brabant is their new rival. Let's go ahead and merge up all the armies here so we can sort of get a good look at what we've got here. And that 1K can go on up to there, that's fine. Military access from Ferrara. Nope, don't believe so. A royal marriage from Leon. They've been a good ally from us so far. So we need to start working on our overextension. And that's coring these guys here. So 48 and 48, we can get our overextension down. And now we want to keep saving up our admin points for this overextension cost. That way we can sort of lower the unrest that's kicking off here. Take a look at the rebel factions. Cambrai is at 11. All right, so that is right there. I think we need to get these 19K up there to sort of quell that a bit. And then we have French separatists in Anjou, Ghent, and Alsanon. Yeah, that is a lot of unrest. A lot of devastation as well. I think what we need to do, we have this fort in Anjou protecting these three now. We have a fort there. How is our fort coverage? So Brittany has no fort coverage to speak of. I think we need to build a fort, say there in Armor. That way we can get all of that. It'll be a coastal fort. It will be amazing. Let's go ahead and do that. So then that will protect Continent, Rennes, Venete, and Fenestre. And that should be good. All right, let's take a look at what buildings we can do. State maintenance, production, Essex. We'll roll with a production there in Essex. That is fine. Yeah, Alsanon is really unruly. What's Alsanon's supply limit? 27. So let's break off a couple. And get them up there. That should lower unrest a bit. All right, the Cardinal Minister. One of the cardinals in Great Britain is a skilled administrator. At this point, making a minister in our government would be only a formality, but important formality nonetheless. So this is a cardinal in administration, granting stability costs, missionary strength, tolerance of heretics goes down, and papal influence. Or 10 prestige. Our prestige is really high. We don't need 10 of it. So that is a lot of good stuff. As far as tolerance goes, the papal influence is really strong. And the stability cost may help us out. So we'll go ahead and take that. As far as our papacy goes, we can gain mercantilism. We can gain prestige. National taxes is very, very powerful. We don't need to worry about interest, I don't think. But the diplomatic reputation will help us lower that coalition forming, which would be really powerful over the yearly tick. So we'll get some Diplo rep, and then let's see who is upset with us as far as our overextension. Holy crap, 36,000. Those are quite the troop numbers for sure. Let's see, where is the... Let's see, dynastic, diplomatic, is there the coalition map mode? So there's France, of course they're ticked off. There's Ferrara there. Let's go ahead and send a diplomat to Ferrara. We'll improve relations here. And then let's go to... let's see, 31, 41, 52, Cologne was upset. So we'll improve relations over there as well. Then as the monthly or the yearly tick ticks down, we should not get a coalition forming against us, which is pretty good. 50 is the break point. So if anybody is over 50, as far as the coalition goes, then they are going to try to form a coalition against us here. We're definitely going to keep an eye on those factions. We got 99 admin points. This ruler is really good for what we're trying to do here with the 5 admin skill for sure. Let's go to our overextension. We can get that one done and that one done. That'll lower our overextension a bit with those cores there. And then we'll only have 2 provinces that are creating overextension. And then that will lower the rebels in Maine. Maine is really tough. What's the unrest here? I mean, it's still pretty positive. And yeah, Maine is going to be a problem. And that's Valandrin. Are we getting anything from Valandrin? Yeah, 6 from Valandrin. I think they would be safer. Oh no! Natural Scientist has died. This is our admin guy. We definitely need a very strong admin. And there's only a Missionary Strength Advisor, and then Stability Cost, Prestige, and Inflation. They're not half price. It's going to cost us 11 ducats monthly. And due to our, oh man, fort maintenance, colonies. With our colonies up and running, and we're going to be blasting a lot of colonies, I don't want to lose too much money here. All right, let's get these guys down to Maine. Luxembourg has declared war on France. More power to ya. Hopefully we can get these cores done. Rebels are going to be pretty upset for sure. Let's see if we can lower any autonomy. -7, so almost. Kane will be the next one to get down unrest -10, and then we can lower the autonomy there. But I mean, autonomy is already at like 7%, so we really don't need to focus on lowering it. That would almost be a waste. All right, so a little bit of tumultuous times here as far as rebels go. We need those cores to complete for sure. So they're 71 points down for 11%. These cores are about done. Then Cambrai and then Alcinant will be our final. Donegal is self-sustaining. Vlisbegarden has stood up. Now, where are our colonies here? We've got just 1 colony in Vlisbegarden, huh? So yes, we do have an extra colonist that we can push. Let's see. That colony is working. That one should fire automatically. I'm not going to waste the colonists there. But I'll go ahead and send the colonists here to the Inner Hebrides to speed this up. We'll get the colonist bonus. And then I think all of our land will be colonized. Yes, indeed. Looks to be the case. So our colonist is still doing the work here. We'll gain a lot of settlers here. And we should be all set. So 40 and 40 on the uprising. Vlisbegarden is trading in ivory. There's Deus Mumain. Awesome. Make a core. Territorial core. Sure, we'll do that. No autonomy. Yeah, that was a really big increase in price. And now, exploration ideas. Diplo. How are we on Diplo? So we're behind the times with Diplo. We do need this technology. If we were to take the next level, it's global tariffs. Viceroys and then get global tariffs. I think it would be worth it to take the next tech, if I'm honest. That way, we get more colonial range. And that will help us get into North America from Canada pretty deep. We could make a big jump down into North America and really start working on the New World. And I'm a little concerned about Cambrai. And there's only 19,000 troops there. They can hold 26. Oh, man. Vlandrin is now part of our patrimony. And Ghent is now a part. So does that mean we don't have... Oh, those are cores being done. That's right. Sweet. So that lowers the overextension. That should lower some of the unrest. We're doing the work, but man, Cambry's gone down. That's pushed that back. As more cores come online, there's 8% there. As this 12% comes down, we can get our overextension down. Then the 13 will be nice. So as far as these cores go, they will be very beneficial into keeping our unrest down. And not a moment too soon, I think, because Cambrai, 6.9 years out, 3 years out from these French separatists. 11 years there and 22 years from the Welsh. So we'll keep an eye on these. Cores are continuing to go. Now, as far as admin, we're behind admin tech. We can take production efficiency. Expansion ideas also lowers recruitment time. But I think we need to get up to admin tech here. And as the years tick by, all right, we will recall that diplomat there and recall that diplomat there. I believe there are no coalitions forming against us anymore. Yeah. Well, Ferrar's negative 51, so they could. Cologne is negative 46, so Cologne has dropped out. That's fine. Brabant don't care. Mason don't care. All right, so churches won't be... I'm looking for anything that's like really outstanding, you know. Everything looks to be pretty much the same. 1.3 in Kent and Rennes. Let's increase that. And why not? Let's keep on. Local goods produced there. Anjou is now part of our core. That is very worthwhile indeed. So rebels should... I wish Cambrai would go ahead and lower. We're working on that. Another 13% drop there. Let's sort by the... Yeah, we need 105 for Paris. I think that's going to be our next big expense. Now that we're working on our overextension, we can get that 28 development in for 105. Or for 120, we can get over 30 development. Yeah, let's do that. Seems like a worthwhile cause for sure. All right, let's take a look at our autonomy then. Negative 9 in Picardy, negative 9 in Caen. Yeah, with autonomy less than 10%, we can't lower it. So Nantes will be our first real look at lowering that. Colonists are working well. 9.2 years for Cambrai. We got 11 development for 41 in Calais. Let's go ahead and do that. Now Calais... Yep, right there. 9.2 with 15% autonomy. I think we could swing that for a bit. Overextension is really the one. There's another core. Yeah, let's just lower that autonomy there. And there we go. Unrest is even. That will tick down. We're getting a lot of money from Calais. As far as that goes, things are looking good. Those two cores are about done for our overextension. And then it's just a matter of coring the rest of them. Is Bohemia at war? No, they're our allies, right? We're friends with Hungary. The Holy Roman Empire. Savoy is now the HRE leader. That's all well and good. Bohemia is fighting Aquitaine. And Bohemia is getting wrecked, is what's happening. That's pretty good. Cambrai is really lowered as far as the... Yep, another native uprising, but we didn't lose a thing. And yes, the inner Hebrides are almost done. 975 settlers, there they go. Got some prestige there, and that opens up another colonist. We've got a lot of money, but unfortunately, I don't believe we would be able to send a colonist here. Our colonial rage is 412. But that is coming from, you know, the east over here. So once we get this stood up, but I think, yeah, we can send a colonist up here. Cambrai is a core. You know what? Let's go ahead and split this army in half. We'll march them down there and get a colonist here. Because we really can't colonize over here anymore until we get this colony done anyway, which will then free up the colonists. Everything will be awesome. Aquitaine declared war on France, so our allies are going to do some mopping up. France is only down to 3 counties now. And France is trying to make a troop, but it isn't going to end too well for France, ladies and gentlemen. We are seeing the end of France right here. So lay on. I think we can go ahead and improve relations. Yeah, improve relations has really gone down. And then Aquitaine, how are they? Yeah, improve relations has gone down, but we can get a royal marriage. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll improve relations on top of that to make sure they're nice and topped off. We don't want them trying to declare us a rival just because and trying to take us over here. How are the rebels? All right, so Cambrai is going down. We don't have to worry about them anymore. Vlaanderen, Anjou, and Kent. Oh, really, fool? You dang pirate. But that's fine. We're not trading out of it or anything. Adam Byron, controversial protectionist. Since Adam Byron started providing advice for the trade developments in Great Britain, internal trade has been strengthened at the cost of curtailed imports and increased regulation. While their decisions to improve infrastructure have been appreciated, suggestions have caused many influential people to question philosophy. They argue High Queen is taking Adam Byron's advice too readily, and that we should look to be mutually beneficial deals with other nations rather than seeking to dominate an area of trade. So we gain mercantilism and lose legitimacy, or traitor Adam Byron leaves our court. And he is trade efficiency. The mercantilism would be good, although our legitimacy is kind of low. And we could probably pick up another guy. I mean, it's not that bad. A trader should facilitate free trade, not restrict it. He leaves, but we can pick up an improved relations guy. Now, I believe he was a half-cost guy, so we did lose a point there, but we're raking in the admin, for sure. Let's go ahead and make Paris a core. Peter of Savoy, Holy Roman Empire. And then for 60, we can get, you know, double 8. That's fine. The cost works out fairly well, so we'll go ahead and make that a core as well. So there's Valois. There's Paris. Autonomy isn't lowered, or unrest isn't, you know, low enough that we can lower this autonomy auto-magically, but it's going to go really well, I believe. And there we go. Picardy can't be lowered. Caen can't be lowered. And then Continent can't be lowered. So, yeah, waiting for Nantes' rebellion, or, you know, unrest to lower. And then we can lower those. All right, new technology. There is our Diplo Tech. Let's go ahead and take that. Trade efficiency, corruption reduction, which is always good. All right, the natives of Eriksford have risen up. We lost four infantry. Those 4 brave souls. All right, the Casus Belli against Aquitaine. They want Reims. Do they really now? Where in the world is it? I know it's here somewhere. All right, find her. Reams? No, REI. Okay, it was over there on the right side. So Aquitaine. Oh, so they took Reams. That's fine. We'll let our core. Yeah, 1522. If they ask us to remove the claim, that would be fine. Who is this guy? Ferrara? We could core that guy. And they would bring in pretty much everybody. That would be a really knockout, drag-out fight. Savoy, Verona, Sardinia, and Tyrol versus us, Leon, Aragon, and Hungary. But it might be something to consider. That's right, we were going to improve relations with you. And then how about Aragon? Yeah, improve relations is going down. We'll improve those relations as well. All right. And French Separatists are our only people. Vlandrin, Anjou, and Ghent. Are our friendly soldiers the only thing keeping that down? Yeah, friendly troops is keeping Maine down. Alsanan is being kept down by friendly troops. And that one is barely being kept down by friendly troops. I think we can now spend some money to get up to our force limit. Yeah, we've got 114 we can build. And we're 20 ducats a month extra. All right, so let's go to the builder. And we want some land units. We could probably do with 1 or 2 more cannons. Let's do 2 cannons. And let's do 4 more cav. And then let's do the rest on infantry. Build everybody up. Put down this unrest. And make sure that no one tries to stand against us when it comes to warfare. Sweet. And then we can work on some cores. Chartres, Ormond, and Donegal. So we have cored everything finally. And autonomy hasn't gone down quite enough in Nantes for us to lower the autonomy. We could. But Provence, nope. Alright, province improvements. Why not? We'll build the first 2 churches. We'll build the workshop in Armour. That is a lot of trade power. We'll do that. And I think we'll be all set up here. So we need to get some armies to where? Vlandrin, Anjou, and Ghent. So there's Anjou. Let's get as many as we can through here. Anjou can hold 23. And then we have... There we go. Stop, 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 stop. All right, 3, 3, and 2. Let's turn these guys around. And then where are they needed now? That is the question. Valandrin and Ghent. All right, let's move everybody up there. And then that way we can suppress some of this revolt. Just make sure that rebel factions continues to not be a problem. All right. And 0.6. Come on, everyone file in. 0.4, 0.1, 0.0. There we go. 7K, and then Ghent. Let's just head on through. And we can have a bit of rebel busting then. It'll be just a little bit, but we can try to keep that down. Push that revolt risk back by years until their separatism goes away. So 0.9. I think that should be pretty good. So yeah, 37 years, and then Ghent will tick down, and then all of a sudden we'll have no rebels in here, but we have to keep an eye out for sure. All right, Leon is filled up. I don't think we want to get a... You stupid pirate. Who is their leader? A 0-1 or a 0-2-4. That pirate's just going to turn tail whenever we come over that way. What we'll do is when the this colony stands up and this becomes British Greenland, then we can ferry over our big old transport group for these 10K troops and then move them down in here. We'll go as far south as we can and then try to get along the eastern coast of North America there. And I almost, once we do that, we'll be able to cancel fleet basing rights through Norway because we'll have an actual port set up right here that we can go straight to. And yeah, I think that is a pretty good episode, ladies and gentlemen. So, as it stands, oh, the new heir is a 363. So the heir is dead, heir Anne. But it's a strong claim, age 0. But a 363. So really, really good on the Diplo side, which is where we're ahead of time. And we're almost ahead of time on military tech. It's a shame we don't have a military idea group that we can do. But yeah, really, really strong. But that is going to do it for me in this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I believe next time, I don't really want to go after Leon. They've been a worthwhile ally. And who is their allies? Great Britain, Genoa, and Swabia. Oh, nice. Good quality ivory, 100 prestige. That's what I'm talking about. So do we try to go against the Holy Roman Empire? Get a claim on Ferrara? Is Ferrara in the HRE? Cologne is. Yeah, Ferrari is a member. That's why they can call in so many people. And if we do go to war, I believe the Emperor will be called in. And that's Savoy. So we almost don't want to do it while there is a strong country in charge of the Holy Roman Empire. But it could be worth looking at. How about Brabant? We can get a claim on Brabant. You're allied to Medina and Venice. And Savoy will answer the call there. I believe that should be pretty good. Yeah, let's build a spy network up in Brabant. Let's see if we can get a claim over here. Yep. Oh no, we lost 25 guys on that one. Those were some vicious natives. But that's going to do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next Europa Universalis 4 video. Take care.